Okay, Assalamu alaikum, and good afternoon to you all. Mbalbe konton na mbal tentula albena nyami. So it's another edition of the presentation of Sunlight the Gambia. The presentation of me every year through materials will the some school materials kadi diniwala. So today is another day, another very important day, a day that about 70 students from 4 different regions in the Gambia, ranging from the Kanafi municipality, KMC, West Coast region, Lower River region, and Central River region will benefit from school materials. So it is very important because as tutors, as parents, and even students, we know how important and how valuable these materials would be to enhance our knowledge and also to make it easier for students to gather the dust of knowledge at school. So that will be very important. So first and foremost, we'll thank all the donors and Elizabeth Tu, our German president, for working tirelessly to make sure that a day like today happens at least for a third time in a row. So can we give her a round of applause, please? Like I said, ko nga fa ñami bi lu nga kumara bakele because diningol ba bagaso dol min soto la jang abi mako la karango bakele ngalo ne ko karango bu fenede especially musol la karango gambe jang akumasi dula abuka kole ya but ikata ñami mo jama ke fo school wala ñama anum sumudi ngo bu fenede ne akarandi aka kara bakel and all of us can be a witness like the past grades gabeche results just min findita amam meeting sunu ngol mi ya kara bake wala siara kambanol mi ya kara especially nyontangol kono so on sa bloody sunu ngol la kata kunyi magam. So I wouldn't bore you with a lot of words. So on our menu today, before we start formally the program, there will be prayers. We can all pray individually in our own individual ways. Can we pray in our own individual ways? It's a dua, maybe ani mang alama salota, but ni sa dua no frunying anyanja mai soro anu bena da nyamin kaira kono sa sei kaira kono. So after the individual prayers, there will be a speech from our Lower River Region coordinator, that's Mr. Tijan Fadera, and he will take us through the importance of sunlight in the rural areas. And also, we'll have another speech from Honorable Sarata Sise, the Sunlight Youth Representative. And Amimanga, a beneficiary and or a sponsor girl, one could say, will also talk to us about the importance of education and the support from Sunlight in girls' education. And there will be a statement from Aji Fatou Salah, and also the president of the Gambian chapter, Mr. Ibrahim Fadera, will also give us a statement. And all these materials you have seen will also be in distribution. So please, we can kindly reduce our side talks because we are on live, and we also have media houses here ranging from the state broadcaster, GRTS. We have LSTV who are live, and as well as Block TV also are around, and FAT Network. First and foremost, the first person to give, who will deliver a speech will be Mr. Tijan Fadera. Can we give him a round of applause, please?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I guess all of you are happy to be here this morning. Oh, it's already afternoon now. So I will not waste much of your time. I will just go through the presentation as it has been said by our able moderator, who has been with us for a quite long now. Good afternoon, Mr. President of Sidelights in Girls Education, Ibrahim Njais Fadera, Pa Jagana, who is not here with us, but who has also been very instrumental in this project. We have to thank the German Board's President, Isabel Kiefer, parents here present, students, media houses, members of the high tables, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tijan Fadera, the Regional Coordinator for Sidelights in Girls Education. My role here today is to talk to you about some of the importance of Sidelights in Girls Education in the rural Gambia, where I have been working tirelessly with some of these parents and students in those localities. I welcome you all to this noble presentation. It is important to highlight the various roles Sidelights in Girls Education has provided to the rural Gambia and the entire country as a whole. Among many challenges faced by parents is how to educate their girl child, but with the help of Sidelights in Girls Education on this project, those doubts are no more. And parents are relieved now, and they are able to send their girls to school at all times. Last year, the area I come from, Nema Basic Cycle School, has increased number of students with regards to girls, all because of the encouragement Sidelights in Girls Education is rendering to those communities, and which is really applaudable. Then we can really thank the project coordinators and the project presidents for those things. It was with this that, however, we support families to complement the principles of rights to education and equality of all beings as stated in the Constitution and international laws and principles of human rights. As such, it is our duty to provide what is basic and essential to the girls, especially the marginalized. This organization provides timely monitoring of students in their respective regions or respective schools to ensure quality is provided regarding performance. This is also very important as a measure for certain yardsticks. Moreover, the provision of learning materials to girls by this noble project has enhanced productivity in terms of results annually that is produced by schools. We discourage all forms of abuse against girls, and we have always collaborated with stakeholders in ensuring this is ensuring that there is full protection for all girls at all times. Educating a girl is fundamental and helps to bring socio-economic development in countries where girls' education is a priority. I always want to say this: if we put our hands together to provide what is basic for those who need those materials, it is always possible to make the impossible possible. So this, therefore, with Sidelights, we believe that providing such a support to children, more especially girls, will really enhance their performance in schools. Parents, we can't thank them more because they have been always cooperative with our principles and rules, because any organization has rules, they have rules that must be abided by. Following our project, that is the GOAT project, that we provide to women to ensure that there is limited labor on our children, that is our school-going girls. That alone is to support and also maintain the performance of the students in various schools. Because if a student who's supposed to be learning and studying his or her books is sent to a farm to dwell on that farm for the entire day, it is practically impossible for that child to be able to concentrate on her education. And this is why we are supporting women also, so that they can also have that economic assistance from this project. So without much ado, I would like to thank our German board for bringing in such an important initiative that has changed the livelihood of many people who are sitting here today in front of us. It is us who are trying to make sure that we provide what you need. In return, what we expect from you is to get your children, encourage them, have honest conversations with them, and try to push their career so that they can get to where they want to achieve their objectives. One of the goals of this association is to ensure that not let anything stops at school level, but after school level, their career ambitions must also be looked into. And this is something that this organization is not compromising with, to ensure that there is effective communication between parents and the sponsors, so that we can all work together to ensure that we achieve our ultimate objectives. In conclusion, I think I have to thank the students too for providing good results at the end of their timely monitoring that we normally do at school level. We realize that most of the children, or most of the girls now, are really doing very well with regards to ongoing sensitizations and collaborations with school teachers and school head teachers to ensure that at least they provide study classes and also quality delivery of service to our sponsor girls and the rest of the girls that are in those schools. It is important, and this, as the moderator rightly mentioned, in the Gambia this year, girls are on top. I think this is something that is telling the boys that girls can also produce equally what boys are producing, which is really commendable. So I finally have to leave this stage and then leave the rest to the rest of the presenters who will be here. And we are very much sorry for taking up your time up to this time due to some technical problems. But obviously, we really acknowledge your coming, and thank you very much. Njarama. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tijan Fadera, for that wonderful speech. Just like he said, at Sunlight, we don't only provide girls with educational materials and also give them support. We also monitor their performance at school, because at the end of the day, the objective is not only to give materials at every year. The objective is to make sure that at least girls, they realize some, their potentials in school and let them complete their school cycle and even, go to tertiary education or tertiary institution to further their studies. So that will be very important. And some of the girls really are trying. We understand that not every student will be an A student, but at least, if all girls work harder, at the end of the day, most of the girls here will be able to pass their exams with flying colors. It's not easy. You don't go to every school where everybody is scoring A. So not everybody can score A. But again, if parents can also reduce some workload on girls, I think the problem in the Gambia is the workload on girls, the house chores, because the gender stereotype on girls, especially female, they are the one who does all the works at home, and then some of us, the boys, will be relaxing. So you see, we have more times on the books than our counterparts, that's the girls. So notwithstanding, after that wonderful speech by Tijan, next on the menu will be Honorable Sarata Sise, who will give another speech. So Sarata, you are welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here. Good afternoon. Um, my name is Honorable Sarata Sisa, the former Speaker of the Children's National Assembly of the Gambia and a female representative at the National Youth Parliament, also a student at the University of the Gambia, major in political science. So it's a pleasure being here because for me, this is my event. Knowing Sign Light from its inception, how far they've come to date, it's indeed a very big pleasure to be here today to do presentations as to some of the things that they're doing to empower girls' education. So girls have been denied many opportunities to move ahead and all those missed chances from which they can make something of themselves in their lives. But due to lack of education, women could not get equal chances as men do. Education was always off limits for girls and still continues to be in many rural areas in the Gambia and some parts of the world. Men and women are equal important in this society, but the perception of people about girls' education and the gap between men and women is really disheartening in this country, knowing that so many girls are denied of education, and that belief is they can only be at home and be housewives, which I feel the narrative should change. Looking at Sign Light, the Gambia, and German has proven that girls can equally perform academically incredible as much as boys, and looking at how far they have come, we can say they have contributed to the socio-economic development of this country, and they have empowered girls to the higher level. And for that, I want to say congratulations to Ibrahim Fadera, and I feel they deserve a round of applause for the job well done. So my speech will not actually be long, because basically I feel like anything that I will be saying here will be a repetition of what Tijan has said. And I know if Ibrahim should come on stage, he's going to say exactly some of the things that I should be highlighting. But just to put everything in a nutshell, I just want to say a very big thank you to Ibrahim and the group. I was not really prepared, so I did not have a made-up speech that I would just have to come here and then deliver. But I want to say you are really contributing to the socio-economic development of this country. Thank you for empowering our girls. Thank you for standing our girls, for standing for our girls, and then we are so proud of the things that you've been doing. This is really a step ahead, and then hopefully in years to come, the sponsored children will not just be 70, but it will be a number higher than 70, and then all that goes to Shine Light, Gambia and Germany. So please give Ibrahim a round of applause for that. So, as the saying goes, if you educate a girl, you educate the entire nation. So, if for that being the case, Sign Light is educating the entire Gambia. Since the number of girls they're giving support to is 70, and those girls growing up, being financially independent, being able to stand in platforms and then speak of their minds for their voices to be heard, is really something that we call girls empowerment. And if you empower girls, you're empowering the whole nation. So Ibrahim and the group are empowering the entire Gambia for having 70 girls to be given school materials to make their academic work for them. So just a minimum, like a small advice to the girls, you also have to stand up and read your books. You have to study hard to ensure that the work that they are putting in does not go to waste. Actually, because I'm really speaking in parables, I have not prepared anything. But just to give a scenario of myself and how far I have come. Like at a young age, you know, coming from a background that is not even, like, you know what I mean, in the Gambian society. And looking at how the traditional Gambian society will perceive girls, and looking at some of the obstacles you have to face from primary school to this level. But then I feel like, okay, with the support I got from Child Fund Gambia, knowing my rights, my responsibilities, but also knowing my limitations as a girl child, I was really determined to go for what I want. And for that being the case, I was elected to be the first speaker of the Children's National Assembly of the entire country, where I represented various children in various platforms. At my tender age, I represented the Gambia at the third Pan-African Youth Conference. So at this point, I can say through the sponsorship that I received from Child Fund the Gambia, through my hard work and dedication, and the fact that I was really determined to go for what I want, has made me who I am today. I am able to travel to countries. I have traveled to almost now 8 different countries, and this is all because of determination. So to the girls, you have to be determined. You have to know what you want. You have to have targeted goals. But in doing that, you also have to fulfill your quest for targeted skills and experiences. You have to be a good listener, and most importantly, you have to have discipline. Because in any place that if you're not disciplined, there's no way you can achieve the goals or the targeted skills that you want to acquire. So it's nice being here, even though I was not prepared. But thank you very much, and thanks to Shine Light for having me here. And good luck. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. That's the former Honorable Speaker of the Children Assembly, Ms. Sarada Sise. And thank you very much for those words. And any of the girls could be like her. Like, you know, she has done a lot even at a tender age, just like she said. She's still representing the Gambia, and she's still doing it big, and she's still a student of the University of the Gambia. I know most of the girls, if not all have the same zeal to one day become like her or even better, who said you can even be better than her. And also to go and crank your test of knowledge at the highest institutions in this country or even beyond. So after that very important speech by the Honorable Sada Sise, next I would like to call on Ms. Ami Manga. She's also one of the sponsor child of our sponsor girls, and she will be delivering a speech. So can we welcome her with a round of applause, please? Before she graces the stage, I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Jenawa, the acting principal of Kindergarten Nursery School. So let's clap for her, please.
The president of Sunlight in Girls Education, the Gambia and German, parents and guidance, my fellow girls and all other protocols, duly and respectfully observed. Good afternoon to you all. I am deeply honored and privileged to be given the opportunity to deliver this wonderful message that talks about the importance of girls' education. Girls' education is an issue that needs our consideration. It is probably the most severe issue globally. Everybody realizes that education is the essential need of us all. Girls likewise need the education to their lives smoothly. We as a whole need to comprehend our commitment to this issue and co-work. Girls' education strengthens economics and reduces inequality. It contributes to more stable, resilient societies that give all individuals, including all boys and men, the opportunity to fulfill their potential. But education for girls is about more than access to school. There is nothing that an educated girl child can't accomplish. Child-led in girls' education, the Gambia and Germany, has given us the opportunity of a lifetime, and it is our responsibility to take our education with seriousness and work hard in school to make our sponsors and our parents proud, and above all, become educated, confident, and productive citizens of the Gambia. Michael Obama once said, when girls are educated, their countries become stronger and more prosperous. So it is clear to us that girls' education is very important. Educated women are more likely to work and even own their own businesses and generally earn higher incomes throughout their lives. As the saying goes, if a girl child is educated, means the whole world is educated. Girls are the base of life. Educate them and empower them. Education is power and makes a girl powerful. On behalf of my colleagues, I extend my best wishes for the continued success and generosity of Shine Light in Girls' Education, the Gambia and Germany. So on that note, I would like to thank you all.
Well, thank you very much, Ami Manga, for the speech. I think we can all concord with her. You know, especially the kind of society we live in our pro societies. The only way, at least, to empower our girls is to take them to school, to make sure that you know they complete their school, so as we can empower them. And if we empower our girls as a country, as citizens, as people, as responsible people in our communities, at least they will escape from some of the hazardous, situations they live at. So it's very difficult nowadays. You go to the courts to report, journalists that goes to the court, they will tell you that every day you'll hear cases of pedophiles, rape cases. Some of these things is because we leave our girls very isolated at home. Most of these things do not happen at school. But at schools, we live at an organized setup where some of these things will be very difficult for any criminal, because I call them criminal because anyone who wants to take advantage on girls, especially teenagers, the person is a satisfied criminal. And let's hope and pray that anyone who is caught of such will be prosecuted, and the prosecution will be a speedy one, and the person will be dealt according to law. Because we need a progressive nation, and as a progressive nation, our girls must be educated. Equally, our boys also need the same. But we understand the society we live at, most parents will prefer educating a boy child. At times, sometimes, I always say that it's because of our society, the society we live at. Because the belief is always that the boy child will do better. But I will take an example from myself. I always live with my mother and my sisters. I want to say this. If not for my sisters and in particular my mother, I wouldn't have been the KB most people know. I wouldn't say I'm celebrated, but at least, some people look up to me. But that's all because of my mother work and my sisters work tirelessly to make sure that they paid for my education and to mold me the person I am. So educating a girl child is not a waste. You go to most homes nowadays. In fact, I will tell you that if you have a responsible girl child, sometimes it's even better than having a responsible boy child. But at least the girl will look up to the family with her last boots. Sometimes the boy is busy going out, maybe with the wife or with the girlfriend sometimes, you never know. But again, the girl child will always make sure that everything comes at home. So thank you very much, Ami, and for those words. So from Ami's speech, we'll have another statement from Haji Fatou Salah. Is he around? He's around? Okay. Since that unfortunately Ms. Haji Fatou can't make it to the program, I think the next agenda should be a little bit presentation. Huh? Okay, before we continue with the presentation, I would like to invite the president of Satellite, the Gambia chapter, that's Mr. Ibrahim Fadera, to also give a speech. So it will be another good speech, like various speakers have alluded before. He has been one of the brain of Satellite, and he has been working tirelessly to make sure that Satellite stay and they grow bigger and bigger. We all understand that there are various organizations in the Gambia that will start such very good projects, but unfortunately, because they don't have committed people, sometimes it will only go for one or 2 years and the project will stop. But in Satellite the Gambia, because of people like Ms. Umi Jambe and Mr. Ibrahim Fadera, at least for every other year we are having a presentation, and every other year, at least even it will be 1 or 2 child, we see additions. So that's very important. So at times, because I live with him, I know even to sleep sometimes is a problem. you know, sometimes he spend the whole night working on some of these projects, taking records of everything, because records are very important in this work. So if you don't take records, probably you wouldn't even know the suicides of the girls. You wouldn't even know, how well the girls are participating in their schools. You have to take a whole day calling all the girls, their parents, and also to make sure that he monitor their performance, at their school with the help of Mr. Tijan Fadera, who also is doing a tremendous job in the rural Gambia, especially in the LRR. So, without bore you with a lot of words, I would like to invite him to come and say, to give a brief speech about the whole issue, and then we'll go on to the last one. That will be another speech from our German counterpart before finally delivering the package to the sponsor girls. So, you are welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Hey, malbe kontrol nal tol nal kontrol. Nadine ngol fal batata ba? Ah? Ah. Okay. Good afternoon. It is truly a pleasure and an honor to welcome you all. I start by congratulating Mr. Pa Aruna Jagana, the country board advisor. Despite he is not here, but we have Auntie Jenaba, who is representing Pa Aruna Jagana. On behalf of Board of Kindergarten, Signlight cannot be at its best without the support from Board of. Auntie Jenaba, I recognize you on behalf of my boss, my man, my eye, Pa Aruna Jagana. Pa has been doing an incredible job as far as uplifting children and most importantly young girls. I too work at the kindergarten. I know how important the school is in terms of helping young girls to achieve their education at the kindergarten level, because every education starts at the kindergarten. Jenaba, I really thank you so very much, and my boss, Pa Aruna Jagana, for having us always be there with us in presentations or whatsoever as far as we need for the project is concerned. Thank you so much. I also want to recognize Auntie Fama Bari, our SGM country coordinator. She is not here due to illness. I want to take this opportunity to inform you guys to add your prayers for her, who is her speedy recovery. Fama is my mother. She is the reason why we have sensitization across the country as far as FGM is concerned. We are all aware of the circumstances that FGM has to contribute in the health aspect of girls and young women. Please join us to pray for Fama to wish her a speedy recovery. I also want to recognize Ajib Fatou Sala, who's yet to come, Sarata Sise, who left, Noah Korita is our legal advisor, who will always advise me in terms of legality, because dealing with children, we have the Children Act 2005. There are certain laws that will not allow you to talk about the issue of children. He is always there to advise us. That is Noah Korita. Mr. Korita, we really appreciate your time and then your effort in terms of helping us with our law is concerned, because if we are not with the right laws, it will always be difficult to get the right way. We may be caught as criminals also. Thank you so much. And our regional coordinators, we have CRR Yusufa. Yusufa is not available. He is at the CRR, and Tijan Fadera, who is right here with us. We are partnering with them as our regional partners, because we are operating in 4 different regions. We cannot go all to visit all the regions, but with communication with Tijan and Yusufa, we are able to get the actual information. So Tijan, thank you so very much for being there at our regional level. I also want to take this opportunity to thank our volunteers. As the moderator rightly mentioned, it's quite not easy to get these shoes, to get the bags. I believe my sister is here, Binta Samura, who can attest to it, how it is difficult to make sure that your shoe size are intact, your uniform measurements are intact, your right schools are intact, and then the right books and bags are intact. It's such an awesome work, and Bubakari, who is a family brother, is always here in making sure that Sign Lighting Girls Education achieve their goals. Baba, I really thank you so much. And I thank Alimatu Jallo, who is also sick. Okay, what's happening? Most of our volunteers are sick. Please join them. We are hoping that you guys will pray for them. Fatima Sane, who is also sick. Aminata Jallo, so Aminata Yabo, who is here with our girls by making sure that each girl that is part of Sign Light sponsorship has written a letter to the sponsors to receive their package. So Aminata Yabo, we really thank you so much for being there with our girls. Their letters have been written very well. Ibrahima Toure, who is not available, and most Kasim Fadera, who is always with us. I really acknowledge your presence, and I thank you so much. Most importantly, I always feel emotional when I want to have concern as far as this organization is concerned. Honestly, people might see me, or people might have my name, or people might thought it's all about me. But the honest truth is that it is not about me as far as when Sign Light is concerned. Some Sign Light Mr. Mujana, who is the keyboard, who is the engine, who is the brainchild of Sign Light Education. Without whom this stuff is not part of the check. Without whom this is just an extraordinary person. Umi is a person that if I want to describe her, I will use Chinese language. But meaning will be enough. Umi Jami, honestly, gift from my heart. We really thank you so much. We thank you for that family. You know how it is when it comes to this project. In your house, all this stuff. Can you imagine seeing these stuff here? Then you go to Miss House, it is like this. But the family is so humble, and the family they are so kind. Our properties, when we check them, we come and make them a start. There is nothing that would have difficulty when it comes to packaging. On behalf of Sign Light Girls Education, we extend our thanks to the family. Like that in our community. I stand before you as the founder of this noble organization with immense pride and gratitude in my heart. Sign Light Girls Education was initiated in 2020 with small but powerful dreams to provide access to quality education for girls who, in various circumstances, could not find themselves margins of our society. In that very first year, we took 6 girls under our wing, and our journey began. Fast forward to 2021, the number grew up to 47 girls. In 2022, we reached out to 67 girls. And now, in 2023, we are honored to support a total of 70 marginalized girls. This is remarkable growth. It is a testimony and a delegation and passion for our team. The unwavering support for our community and the boundless potential of our girls, Lisa, that makes Sign Light Girls Education truly special in our commitment in providing comprehensive support. We understand that education is not just about textbooks and classrooms. It is about creating an environment where every young mind can thrive. That's why we provide each of our girls with 2 sets of uniforms, 2 bags, 2 pairs of shoes, textbooks, exercise books, pen, pencil, set box, color, a calculator, and a institution of a lunch. We believe that every girl should have the tools and resources she needs
But our mission goes beyond providing supplies. We are investing in the future of these girls, in the future of our community, and in the future of women's empowerment. When we educate a girl, we empower her to feel, to aspire, and to break through the barriers that once held her back. At this point, we had over these school supplies to 70 girls today. Let it be a symbol of unwavering commitment to their education and empowerment. These supplies are not just materials, they are the key to unlock a brighter future. For each uniform, each book, and each person represents an opportunity for these girls to shine, grow, and to become the leaders and change makers of tomorrow. To our girls, as I stayed out in your beautiful face, I see optimism, I see hope, I see future, and I am confident that each one of you has a responsibility to be successful, as Sarata Sise rightly mentioned. However, I want to say this, you are the future and you are the light that will shine bright in our community. Embrace the education and support you have given and let it be fuel and propel you forward. To our volunteers, your commitment to our cause, your willingness to contribute, your time and skills, and your passion for empowering marginalized through education are truly commendable. It is because of your tireless effort, your dedication, that we have been able to achieve a positive impact on the life of so many young girls. As always, your support have not gone unnoticed, and they have made a real difference. As we continue our journey towards a brighter future for the girls, it is remembered that it is the collective effort of volunteers like you that enable us to achieve our goals. Your support is the driving force behind our success. We look forward to continue this impactful journey together. To our German board, Isabel Kiefer, Grandma Hannah, Julia, and Catherine, Matthias, and Sabrina, your commitment to our Sunlight has been instrumental in our mission success, and we are grateful, we are thankful for your time and effort. Before I conclude, Sunlight in Girls Education is not only focusing on education, we also have several projects. We have educational project, that is the sponsorship project. We have FGM project, that is sensitization, and also meeting parents to have discussion with them as far as female genital mutilation is concerned. We also have women-to-women goat project, that we provide goats to women to rear, and at the end of every first delivery, they will check that the second delivery will come back to the organization, and the organization will give that to the other woman. So far, since we initiated the project, 9 women benefited from that project. And also we have Soul Sisters Project. The Soul Sisters Project is a business, small business for women, that we give them a token of loan. And at the end of the 3 years, the women can able to pay back to Sunlight in Girls Education without any interest. At the first year, we have a percentage that you will pay. The second year, we have a percentage. And then the third year, you make the completion. Here in the hall, we have women that are currently benefiting from that project. So far, we have 10 women that benefited from that project. I wholeheartedly want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to our godmothers and our godfathers, the sponsors of our dance. Those unwavering supports have been instrumental in the success of Sunlight in Girls Education. Your commitment to Sunlight in Girls Education to our cause has made it possible to expand out to our reach, provide essential supplies, and create opportunities for these 70 marginalized girls. Your belief in transformative power of education aligns perfectly with our mission, and we are immensely grateful for your partnership. It is sponsors like you who enable our organization to turn our dreams into reality, to break down barriers, and to empower girls with the tool they need to excel. On behalf of Sign Light in Girls Education, Gambia and German partners, our girls, we thank you all for joining us here today. Girls whose life you have touched, thank you for your generosity and your compassion and your dedication to create brighter future for all. In closing, let us remember that education is not just acquiring knowledge. It is about inspiring the start of potential with every girl. Sign Light in Girls Education will continue to do our utmost best as far as the SDG goal is concerned. We believe that girls' education has grown under serious challenges. If you would ask my grandma how was her at their time of education, if you would ask my mother how was it at her time for education, and if you would ask my sister how is it, you can know that there is a clear testimony that the gap is completely breaking down. Organization like our organization is doing our best to make sure that we break the gap, and we are hopeful, we are believing that with our godmothers and godfathers, we will be able to achieve the gender gap. Most importantly, at the rural area. The rural area, we have serious challenges when it comes to girls attending formal education, which is primary education. But as the project coordinator already mentioned, in LRR, the gender gap is trying to break. That is why the project extends to CRR by making sure that we try to do our best. We believe we cannot support all the girls in the Gambia, but with the marginalized ones, most importantly, single mothers. We all understand how it is for single mothers, especially at the time of divorce. That is why most of our girls are single mothers. It is not that single mothers are the most special ones, but in time of need, in time of struggle, in time of challenges, in time of being vulnerable, single mothers suffer a lot. That is why we do our best to give light and to give hope and to give dreams to the single mothers girls in our arm. On that note, I thank the media present here, GRTS, my able boss Yusufa, who is always with us as far as the project is concerned, LSTV, our great partners, Voice Newspaper, Mustafa, it's all in Pony, I have to call him in our presentation. Mustafa, I really appreciate your coming. Dauda, who is always with me, and my main man, the senior, the most certified journalist as far as the Gambian is concerned, that is Monu Ture. And my able boss, Dauda is always with me as far as the job is concerned, that is Fabi Network. I thank each and everyone here present, and thank you so much.
Well, we are almost at the tail end of the program. That's a long speech from our Gambian president, that's Mr. Mbemba Padera. Yes, before the end of this program, we wish to have at least one of our German board members for the speech. Okay. Unfortunately, the technical backup wouldn't allow us to have one of our board members to give us a vote of thanks. So probably I'll now call on Mr. Koreda to come and give us a vote of thanks. Should I say Barrister Koreda? I think that should be right. Barrister can come and give us a vote of thanks on behalf of the beneficiaries, the board members here present, and even the media. Thank you very much for each and everyone for coming.
Assalamu alaikum. Greetings to you all. On behalf of the board, Sign Light Girls Education Gambia, I would like to send our sincere thanks and appreciation to all of you for honoring our invitation to come here to witness this ceremony. It was a journey that was not easy by the President and his staff and the volunteers from the borders. But it is possible. The outcome is what is before us. They are working tirelessly to make sure that this day comes, and it has come. It wasn't an easy one. But anyway, we have to thank them, and then thank you guys as well for coming. And I hope you all enjoy the session, and then the girls also, I'm sure after we hand it over, all of you will be happy. Definitely, we are grateful, and we would like to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you, volunteers, and then thank you, parents, also for guiding the girls in school. However, I just wanted to send a reminder to the parents. In as much as it's the girl's right to go to school, what is the responsibility of the parents? This is the question we need to ask ourselves. Mr. Moderator has said, most of the time being spent by girls, they spend those time with their children, with their parents. And these parents, most of the time, we neglect our girl child when they are at home. We only need them when we want them to work for us, giving the basic domestic work at home. But after that, we don't even care what they are up to. It is our responsibility that after school, we monitor their activities, where they are, what they are up to, who are they going with. But are we doing that? Many of us know. So I believe the mothers, we have more responsibilities when it comes to the girl child. We also understood there is a culture of silence that is disturbing many of the girls today. They will be victimized of issues because of our culture of silence. We will also keep it at closed door, at our family level. We will not want to report those matters to the authorities. And at the end of the day, the impact will come to the girl child. So I encourage all the parents to speak up whatever violence is been happening, or has already happened at their girl child. On that note, I thank you all for coming.
Okay, thank you very much, Barista, for that speech. So next, Mimbakela, Mina present based because Mimbakela maybe Madila Mona. So if Madila Mila, Madila, we understand that Nila Paraga killing already Modema will be there for some hours, so time of Jalaba. So I would like to invite maybe one Fabindunjai and General Jede to come forward to receive their materials. Probably the others we can do it. And our Jambe, can you have our Jambe, General Jede and Fabindunjai?
Let's go here.
Excuse us, please. Thank you. Sorry, be careful. Cable is big, cable. The edge goes on. Go,
Okay, after that sample presentation, we have some certificate to deliver to our volunteers. First on the list, I have Miss Umijanga. You know, someone would devote all her time to make sure that this project would succeed. So we thank you very much. Can you help us present this certificate? We have Boubacar Pereira.
Una para acelerar.
We have Halimatu Jallo. You have Halimatu here. This is Halimatu Jallo. Can we have Madam Mariama Chor? Can we have Tijan Padera, original Kudiru? Can we have Ms. Kamila Gayabo? Barrister, can you come and present this set of certificate to, for Madam, we can stay. We have one for the dog bottle and the acting vice principal of the school kind. This is on behalf of the school. We have one for Mr. Pajagana. Okay, before we close this session, I would like to call on one of the volunteers, Anna, to come and give us the closing remarks. And after that, it will be the mark distribution of the stationaries we have before us. Can we have Anna, please?
Members of the High Table, parents, guidance, my fellow guys, good afternoon to you all. Justice cannot be justified if I don't introduce my own self. My name is Anna Mai. It is indeed a privilege for me to deliver this message of appreciation on behalf of my colleagues for the support and assistance we continue to receive from you. It greatly impacts on our performance in school. It is worth noting that you are making big positive impact on the lives of our people indeed. Indeed, I and my colleagues and our families are indebted to you for your generosity and support. Please allow me time to talk to our dear parents. I enjoy you, our dear parents, and guide us always remain steadfast in ensuring that we make our work as our best friend. The manager of the project, Mr. Ibrahim Fadel, please accept a heartfelt thank you from our parents for surrounding us with love and care when we most needed it. On that note, I would like to thank you all for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Anna. And that's bring us to the end of this program. So some of the sponsor guys who do not receive their material can stay, and afterwards the delivery team will make sure that everybody will get it. So please don't go up. So thank you very much. Okay, we have a certificate for USFA, the Sierra Regional Coordinator. USFA Danso. Yeah. USFA is at Makati and is the one who always make sure that our girls in Makati are in school, especially in Sierra. And she's the one who always endeavor to go to the parents, to reach them, to even monitor their performance at school at no cost. The only thing he needs is to make sure that the girls who are helped make a good use of the materials given to them. So, Yusfa, thank you very much for your tireless effort. We appreciate it. And Barista can come and deliver the certificate to Yusfa. Yusfa, thank you very much. Okay, come on, more bidang ise bad bonding and bagaso dema dealer. So more yaga bagaso ning so le basket. So that being the case, thank you very much. This marks the end of the 2023 delivery session. So thank you. Bye bye.